This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. Today's video is brought to you by Stamps.com. In just a minute, I'm going to talk about an offer exclusive to you and my audience that I think truly will benefit you. Of all the sinister... That's a hell of a transition, by the way. Of all the sinister characters in American politics, none is more infamous than Roger Stone. A famed dirty trickster. And he has had his hands in the mix since Richard Nixon. Indeed, Roger Stone has a massive Richard Nixon tattoo square between his shoulder blades on his back. That should tell you a little something about who and what he is. You can tell a lot about people by who they admire, who their heroes are. And when your hero, that you have tattooed their face on your body, seared their image into your flesh, it says something about it when it's Richard Nixon. Well, I'm going to talk about this. I'll read from this article here that Roger Stone, I'll just read the headline, Roger Stone interrupted during radio interview to be served Capitol riot lawsuit papers. That is what happened. Roger Stone is up to his neck involved in what took place during the insurrection on January 6th. A very likely role in organizing, certainly was there, maybe not in the Capitol, but in the Capitol that day, the city, and had a role to play in this. And he is being sued by multiple individuals, and a group of Capitol police officers has filed a federal lawsuit. 7 or 8 members of the United States Capitol Police are bringing a lawsuit against him. Now, I don't know if that is what was served him yesterday, but I do have a screenshot here from what he posted, and we're going to get to all of this in just a minute. But before we do, a word from today's sponsor, Stamps.com. I love a good life hack. It can be something elaborate like adaptive cruise control, or something as simple as the best way to dice an onion. I always appreciate learning how something could be done better. Smack dab in the middle of that life hacking spectrum is Stamps.com. Using Stamps.com, I have freed up untold hours formerly spent in long lines waiting to mail letters and packages, to say nothing of the expense. Stamps.com has saved me a wheelbarrow of cash with exclusive discounts. You don't enjoy wasting your own money and time, right? So get an edge on the postal system with Stamps.com. They don't have any long-term commitments or contracts or any of that silliness. It's risk-free. Head to Stamps.com/Dollemore to access a special offer for my audience that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a free digital scale. You'll never have to go to the post office again. Turning your home office into a postal powerhouse couldn't be easier. All you need is a computer and a printer. No special paper, custom labeling, or packaging. Use Stamps.com's new Rate Advisor. You'll quickly find the best shipping option. Print out that postage, slap it on the package, and then leave it out for your excellent postal person to collect. Done and done. For more than 20 years, Stamps.com has helped nearly 1 million small businesses save a ton of both time and money. So join me and hack. See what I did there? Hack into the savings at Stamps.com. There is no risk whatsoever, no long-term commitments or contracts. And if you go to Stamps.com/Dollemore right now, you'll get a special offer that includes, again, a 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale. That's Stamps.com/Dollemore. Stamps.com. Never go to the post office again. So let's get into this article a little bit. Again, Roger Stone interrupted during radio interview to be served Capitol riot lawsuit papers. And the quote from the moment was, "All right, I have just been served in the 6 January lawsuit live right here on your radio show," Stone was heard saying. And I've got audio of it, so stick around for that. But let's read a little bit from this article and talk about it. Roger Stone, an ally of former President Donald Trump, was served legal papers during a live radio interview for his alleged role in the 6 January Capitol riots. Mr. Stone was speaking on Real Talk 93.3 radio show in St. Louis, Missouri on Wednesday when he was interrupted while answering a question on why it was And get ready for this one. This is the question. This is the caliber of talk radio show they have in St. Louis, Missouri. The question on why it was imperative that Mr. Trump run for the next presidential election. Quote, hold on a second. I have a process server at my front door about to serve me in the latest lawsuit, he could be heard saying. Mr. Stone added that he was served a lawsuit filed at the civil court in the District of Columbia. Quote, all right, I have just been served in the 6th January lawsuit live right here on your radio show, he said. This is a big, big stack of papers, which is good because we're out of toilet paper today. Jokester, Roger Stone. So here is that moment from the radio show. Watch this.
I'm going to ask you, you've said before that Trump should run again, but I think lately you said it's imperative he run in 2024. Is that right?
Yeah, there's been an evolution in my viewpoint. I really, in politics, 3.5 years is a lifetime, to say the least. And I really did not know if, hold on a second, I have a process server at my front door about to serve me in the latest lawsuit. I'm going to take this live on your radio.
Oh,
show.
Holy smokes.
Wow.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Great. How you doing, Mr. Stone?
Terrific.
You know what I have?
Yes, of course. I'll be happy to accept your...
Court papers from something to do with the, what it is.
Oh, yes, a civil court in the District of Columbia.
Federal court. That's a civil. Federal.
Yes. It's still a fraud. Doesn't matter. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. All right, I've just been served in the January 6th lawsuit.
Oh,
live, right here on your radio show.
Wow. Tomorrow's news today. Tomorrow's news today.
This is a big stack of papers, which is good because we're out of toilet paper today. So.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my, Roger. Oh, my God.
It's like I said, it's lawfare. It's harassment.
Now, of course, Roger Stone is playing this as though it is some kind of a slap lawsuit, like a harassment lawsuit meant to silence him or bother him or irritate him. He is deflecting from his very real role in what took place during the attempted overthrow of the United States government, during the attempted overturning of a free and fair election, defiling our liberal democracy. Roger Stone is good buddies and has been for years, decades, with Donald Trump. He didn't just come on the scene and cozy up to Donald Trump during the presidential run. They're thick as thieves, these two. Former federal prosecutor Ron Filipowski, who had originally shared a clip from the radio show, also tweeted an unverified statement from Mr. Stone. I was served with this baseless, groundless, unsubstantiated harassment lawsuit filed against former President Donald Trump and me this morning. And this is what this is from that statement. I don't know what social media platform this is from because Roger Stone has been banned from almost every reputable one. And the lawsuit, the photo it says Conrad Smith et al. And this Conrad Smith is one of the police officers, the Capitol police officers, who is suing both Donald Trump, he is listed as a plaintiff, and Roger J. Stone with his address that he posted himself on the internet. So I don't feel bad about putting it out there. This is one of many lawsuits, both civil and otherwise, that are being brought against people like Donald Trump and Roger Stone for their involvement in what took place on January 6th. Reading from the article, the development is yet to be referred to on Stone's blog, Stone Cold Truth. Cool. Where Mr. Stone regularly releases statements after being banned from most major social media platforms. The latest entry on his blog is from 14 September, where he took a swing at Senator Cory Booker, quote, documenting his, quote, stunning personal corruption. Again, projection artists. That is what these folks do. They're corrupt, so they call everybody else corrupt. More recently, at least 7 United States Capitol Police officers filed a federal lawsuit against Mr. Stone, Mr. Trump, and far-right violent extremist groups, accusing them of conspiring to stop the Congress from confirming Joe Biden's victory through the use of force, intimidation, and threats. And you should know also, I've mentioned it before, talked about it, that they're being sued for violating the Ku Klux Klan Act here in the United States. Releasing a statement on the litigation, Mr. Stone at the time said the lawsuit filed by nasty leftist lawyers with political, not legal, motives is an effective form of political harassment because it requires those targeted to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to defend themselves in court. Quote, I never instructed anyone to hurt people at the Capitol, let alone a police officer, on 6 January or at any other time, nor did I conspire to deprive anyone of their civil rights. The lawsuit is therefore without merit and lacks the factual basis to include me, he said. Well, let's let a judge decide that, little Roger Stone. It's not up to you to decide whether a lawsuit has merit or not. But it is just interesting and a fantastic chef's kiss to be able to publicly witness the serving of legal documents to Roger Stone and then to follow the trail of the documents through the process of the lawsuit to hopefully see him buried in mire because of his role in not only the January 6th insurrection, but his role in getting Donald Trump into power and propping him up as some kind of a legitimate leader. Anyway, I'd love to know what you think. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me daily at dollemore.com. I appreciate you. Follow me on social media. I'd love to connect with you there. And if I bring you value, and only if I do, I would appreciate it if you would consider supporting my work here on the platform. For as little as $2 a month, you can help produce what I do here. You can become a channel member by clicking the join button below, or you can go over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. That is a great way to also support and produce my content. I love you guys. I will see you next time. Until I do, be genuine. Take care of one another.